YouTube, what up? Welcome to the shop. I know we don't really show you guys too much of Vices here in downtown Denver, but today we're gonna walk around the shop. I'm gonna break down my 5 favorite shoes from 2020. Now we all know 2020 was a shitty year in a lot of aspects. It was really crazy, but for shoes, it was wild. There was a lot of dope stuff that came out and some stuff that I had to add in my personal closet. So follow me, let's take a look around the shop and let's debate which sneakers should be in the top 5. Now I'm not ranking these in any specific order, but number 1 on my list, gotta be Mocha Ones. Now, I know there's a lot of crazy shoes that came out this year and whatnot, but to me, Mocha Ones are an everyday beater. These shoes look great, the materials they use, the colorway, they look very similar to the Travis Scott, obviously. You saw all the jokes about poor man's Travis, but in reality, I just think this is a clean colorway that you can rock with just about anything and wear them a million times over. They're gonna look great. And it's no secret, these are selling like hotcakes, man. They're flying off the shelves at Vices. So in my opinion, this is a must-have just because it's an everyday rotation type of shoe and it looks good with just about anything. Kudos to Jordan Brand on these, man.
But question, even on those shoes, do you think that if they were not as well with the pandemic and everything being kind of limited, do you think that that shoe would be sought after as it is?
I don't know if it's the pandemic as much as it is the Travis Scott correlation, being that they, similar colorways and materials. But in general, the shoe looks fire, and I don't think there's any doubt that that Jordan 1 would sell hot the way it does now just because all Jordan 1s sell. I mean, you can't find good Jordan 1s anywhere on the shelves at any, retail store and whatnot. So I think, personally, this shoe would have been hot regardless, but I do acknowledge the fact that its similarities to the Travis Scott really, kind of took it to another level compared to most shoes. Probably made it take off a little bit more than it would have before.
And consider it,
That's my personal opinion.
Because, it's just like, it's crazy to me. I think that's crazy. It's dope, but just like you said, I wish this was a wider release, but it was hard just because of everything.
Yeah, I mean, they were not easy to get. There's a lot of pairs, but they were not easy to get. And when you look at the numbers and you pay attention to the data like StockX and Go and stuff like that, I mean, there's probably like an average of hundreds of pairs of these selling a day. Hundreds of pairs of these selling a day online. Think about that. Get your pair now before they go way up. I've been telling people these are gonna hit 600 plus. Believe me, I don't know exactly when it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna happen. Just trust me on that. Next. Man, we got a lot of dope selection in here, even despite getting cleaned out for the holidays. But speaking of Travis Scott, I do gotta take it to one of the SBs that turned 2020 upside down. And of course that is the Travis Scott SB. Now, I'm not actually a big SB guy at all. I don't really collect them. I don't really wear them. But there are a lot of colorways and silhouettes that I like personally. However, this Travis Scott one, obviously the Travis Scott hype added to it a lot, but in general, the whole kind of like flannel and bandana print across the shoe, that's kind of right up my alley as far as what stuff that I like, you know what I'm saying? So I like how they did the different color Nike swooshes. I like how they did the removable material on the actual bandana print, the laces, as well as the material like on the toe box and the tongue. I think they hit it out the park with these. I mean, you see the numbers that they're doing. There's a reason why part of it's hype, but part of it is also because this is legitimately just a dope shoe and a dope colorway. These were going crazy from day one. People were going insane, right? So it's like, obviously there's a lot of reasons why this is in my top 5, but really, I just like the damn shoe. This shoe is sick, and it made my top 5 for 2020. Again, this is just my personal list. There's a lot of shoes that deserve honorable mention, and there's a lot of lists out there that might be different. But when you consider some of the other SBs that drop, like Grateful Deads, which are also really dope, and all of that, these just didn't, these just didn't blow me away the same way the Travis Scotts did.
I feel that, but the rollout,
I can wear these.
Yeah, these everybody
a million
can wear
times
them.
over. I've seen people. Shout out to my camera guy. My camera guy has worn those a million times over. I mean, they literally look like he's worn them to every Astroworld concert in existence, 10 times over.
That's actually facts.
Yeah. So, shout out to Travis Scott SB, man. That's a fire shoe, and it deserves to be in everybody's top 5, in my personal opinion, from 2020. Moving on. Man, we're getting into some dope stuff. But I gotta say, I'm gonna take it back to Nike basketball real quick. And this is one of my personal favorite shoes. I've had several pairs. I regret selling my last pair, which I sold maybe about 4 years ago, pre-owned for like $500. So I'm glad that they brought it back. Obviously the circumstances are a little different now, but Kobe 6 Grinch. I mean, this is just such an iconic shoe and the best Christmas shoe that there ever's been, right? Like, this is the best Christmas shoe to ever be produced by Nike, in my personal opinion. I know a lot of people share that same sentiment. We're not talking SBs and stuff. We're talking Nike basketball.
Hey, look.
This is the best Nike basketball shoe. I dare you to tell me one that's better.
Look, I'm not in it. I've already gave my sentiments on it.
So, just being that I've had multiple pairs of these, wore the hell out of them, sold 2 of them, and now I finally got them back. I actually remember one of my stories that I remember. I got my second pair when I was living in LA. This is back in like 2012. I went to Riff LA, shout out Riff LA, dope ass store that's been pioneering the industry for a long time, obviously. But I went to Riff LA and they had a pre-owned pair on a steal. I want to say it was like $275 or something like that. Like something absolutely ridiculous. And they looked damn near new, except the bottom of the shoe, the sole, was like yellowing pretty bad. So I'm like, you know what? I think I could fix that. And I actually hit up a homie who did that type of stuff back then, and he re-iced the whole bottom for me, and they came out looking just like this, bro. Like, they looked brand new. So I got a steal, you know, for basically under $300. I'll never forget it. I wore the hell out of that pair. I wore them everywhere. It's so comfortable. It looks dope. And then I ended up still selling it for like $500 when I was kind of done with them, right? So again, a pair that I definitely regret selling. So I'm really glad that this colorway came back this Christmas season. And it's just one of my favorite shoes, man. Like, you know, Kobe Grinches. I don't collect a lot of Kobe's. I don't have a huge collection of Kobe's, but this one obviously stands out for a lot of reasons. I love this shoe. So
I just wish the release was wider.
Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Gigi. We obviously miss them dearly. And, you know, hopefully Kobe's legacy can continue to live on through his sneakers. He's such an icon when it comes to sneaker culture, sports, and everything else, man. Like, his shoes over the years, even from Adidas to Nike and beyond, you know, had such a huge impact on all of us in different ways, man. So I just really think that obviously Kobe's one of the pioneers, and he has a lot of great shoes in his archives, man. And this is one of them. So this made my top 5, hands down. I'm gonna keep it right here and gonna keep it LA based with another shoe that's in my personal top 5. This one might be a hot pick for a lot of people, but it is what it is. I gotta go with the Union 4, specifically the black colorway. Now, the guava colorway is pretty dope. I like it. In person, I was pretty impressed, but there's something about the black pair. It just looks better to me. I love how it came with the yellow laces. So, you know, throw yellow laces in your pair or just one of the shoes. It sets it off. It looks fire. When I first saw them, I wasn't a huge fan of the folded tongue, personally. That's just me. I understand why they did it and the backstory to why they did the whole folded tongue look and everything. Me personally, not my style. I went ahead and cut the stitching on the tongue and flipped the tongue back up. This shoe is sick. It looks dope on foot. Same thing. You can rock it with just about anything. I love how it's got the Nike Airhead on the back. I love how it's got the kind of like off cream colored sole on there, the midsole. So this shoe to me is perfect. I love this shoe. I'm gonna wear the hell out of it. I do have a personal pair. Shout out to my guy Ju. Really appreciate y'all. All love, bro. So this one cracks my top 5 as well. That's 4 pairs out of the top 5. The 5th pair that I wanted to talk about, we don't actually have here. We've had it multiple times. We've sold out. It's hard to keep them in stock. It's honestly hard to get them. And that's gonna be the Jordan 4 Off-White. To me, that Jordan 4 Off-White is my favorite shoe of the year. I don't have it in my collection yet. So if you're selling a size 11 or 11 and a half men's, hit us up, drop something in the comments, DM us on Instagram, or email us anything. I'm looking to acquire a pair. It could be new or even lightly used. I need that pair. But Off-White 4s is my #1 shoe. That's the only one that I'll rank out of that top 5 list, because me personally, that's my favorite pair that dropped this year, man. I was not able to get them. Of course, they're going for crazy bread in my size and whatever.
I regret not keeping.
Yeah.
I had 4 of them. I regret not keeping them.
Yeah, exactly. And they've only gone up. So, you know, I think that's like a dope shoe that, you know, kind of people maybe overlooked before it came out, like thinking, oh, these aren't going to be that hard to get. Like Off-Whites are kind of, you know, dwindling down a little bit. No, that shoe hit. And it's the hardest one to get this year. It's the most expensive one out of all like the Off-White Nike shoes that dropped this year. So that one rounds out my top 5. I do want to throw in an honorable mention. I don't have it on my shelves, but I do have a pair over here. Follow me. And my honorable mention is going to be the Nike Ben & Jerry's collab, the Chunky Dunky SB. Now, the rollout of this shoe was super dope, how they did it with the whole marketing campaign and the whole ice cream tub and everything like that they were sending out to like friends and family. It was pretty crazy, right? Like the rollout of it built the hype like to an insane level. And then you also kind of factor in the fact that Ben & Jerry's has been like a long-standing company that has spoken out publicly about equality, civil rights, and things like that, right? So it was at a time where everything was just going crazy. I think it's an important, you know, moment kind of like in history and sneakers, like to realize everything that was happening in the outside world. Then you got Ben & Jerry's, you know, with their Nike collab. It was just a crazy time. And, you know, obviously the shoe is dope. The materials on it are sick. I love how they did the cow print around the toe box. I love the use of the different colors, making it look just like a Ben & Jerry's ice cream tub. So that was sick to me. Those definitely deserve honorable mention. I know they're in a lot of people's top 5. Not personally in mine, but again, I acknowledge how dope of a shoe it is. And I'm curious to know what your guys' top 5 is looking like. So let us know in the comments, which shoes did I put in my top 5 that shouldn't be in there, or what shoes should be added. There's a long list of shoes from 2020. We could go on and on and on. But in reality, you got to narrow it down to just 5. Tell me what your 5 is. Tell me where I'm wrong or where I'm right. Till next time, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Click subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and hey, check out our IG Live, because we're doing card breaks, we're doing slabs, we're doing giveaways in store and on Instagram Live. The card business is going crazy. People are loving it. So tap in with us. And until the next video, we'll catch you next time.
Unions. With the Keurig thing in my the Safari Dunks.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wasn't it?
That was for sure, yeah.
I'm just trying to think of stuff that I actually like tried to buy this year.
Think like,
Paper waffles.
That was the first one.
yeah, he said Sakai Unions and what was the last
Safari
one?
Dunks.
Safari Dunks.
I don't know. Let me think about this.
You just got 3.
Top 3.
We'll get your top. That's your top 3. Okay, give me your top 3. Go.
Bruce Lee Kobe's.
Oh.
Bruce Lee Kobe's.
Bruce Lee Kobe's. Okay, so he has 4. Pedro.
I don't care. Dior.
Pickles, what's your top 5?
Is the currency Bapesta.
Jesus Christ.
He ran all the way out here to say that. All right, if you made it this far in the video, we got some bonus footage for you. So I mentioned that we're doing cards and vices now. It's taking off like crazy. I wanted to show you some of the product that we have available in store and on our live breaks. We got a lot more than this though. We got a lot of fire. And I wanted to showcase some of the fire that we've been pulling. If you're just getting into cards, if you've been into cards, you're learning about cards, whatever the case may be, you want to check us out and see what we got going. We've been pulling some fire. Herbert White Hot Rookie, Herbert Base. How about a Josh Allen Color Blast? These average only 1 per every 10 cases. That means that you only pull one of these type of cards every 17,000 plus cards. So 1 in 17,000. How about a silver Joe Burrow auto? Silver Rui Select. How about a gold Rui Select? Number to 10. Blue Velocity LeBron, first year Lakers card. Trae Young rookie. Luka rookie. Luka Blue Velocity. Trust me, the hits don't stop. So definitely tap in with our Instagram, IG Live. You can search our card product on vicesltd.com. Just search cards. You'll see all the inventory we currently have available. We got other special stuff in the works. So be sure to follow us and stay tuned because cards are about to get real crazy here at Vices. Salute.